Maynard 5 to 3. State champs for the second consecutive year. Mustangs win it. The final 13-0 as they celebrate in the infield. Crimson Cliffs for the second consecutive year champions.
Yeah, that was the call right here on the Fan Sports Network. KSLSports.com as the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs go back to back. And they win it in convincing fashion, 13-0 Saturday up at the UCCU ballpark at Utah Valley University. We've got a bunch of the players that are joining us in studio. Also on the phone lines, we've got Coach Justin Abbott. And start with Coach Abbott. Good morning. Oh, we lost Coach. That's not Coach. We'll have to try to reconnect with Coach there. We'll start with the players here. And Javen Ross, Bo Sampson, two lefty aces are in studio. Breck Starley, Jager Baldwin here. Petey Soto's joining us momentarily. And Javen, I'll start with you, man. What's it feel like, state champs, after the bus ride home and a day yesterday off from some baseball, and you guys are on top of the world?
You know, it feels great. I don't think there's any better feeling in the world, especially going back-to-back with my boys. There's really no better feeling. Nothing more you could ask for.
I love it. Coach Abbott, what was your weekend like, Coach? How you feeling on a Monday morning, my friend?
I was exhausted, but it was good to get a little bit of rest and kind of mentally check back in a little bit. But man, what a great weekend, man! What a great week! So much fun. Best week of baseball I've ever been a part of, for sure.
What was the message, Coach, when you guys lost on Monday? What was that Monday night like for you? I think I saw you Tuesday, and you said you did not get a lot of sleep, and yet you guys marched all the way back through that one-loss side of the bracket and then sweep the Warriors.
So it wasn't. I don't know. There wasn't there was a sense of urgency, but it wasn't something that we kept talking about, because I felt like collectively as a group, as a coaching staff, and all the players felt like, you know what, hey, we still got a job to do. We're not going to take any pitches off. We're not going to take any innings off. And it was, we talked about it briefly. We talked about some things we needed to clean up a little bit, and then we just went from there. I remember, waking up for breakfast that next morning and seeing guys come out, and it was just like, it didn't. I don't know. It didn't feel like we were worried a little bit. So then we get to the yard that day, and it was like, all right, okay, here we go.
Of course, that was not the only big storyline at the Abbott household yesterday. I saw a swing of the bat from you, and it was blue, Coach. Take me through the reveal yesterday. That had to be a lot of fun for you and your wife and your family.
Oh, man, it's such a good time. Like, all the guys are there, and then we had, a lot of people there from the team, and all the boys showed up, and I was just worried I was going to swing and miss, because Aaron Morris says I got no juice with the fungo. So I had to put together a really good swing, and it came out blue, and I was stoked. And yeah, we're happy, man. We can't wait.
What was that like, Bo? You guys were all there. Coach Abbott's swinging the bat. That had to be fun, as you guys were kind of all at the field just celebrating with Coach.
I mean, I think it was really cool, because I think 2 weeks before that, we were all praying and wishing it was going to be a boy, because I think 4 sisters, that's a lot. So he really wanted another boy, and when that was blue, he was going crazy. He ran straight to us before his wife. He was going crazy.
Oh, Coach, congratulations to you and the wife. That is awesome. What was the key with this group? I mean, you had all these guys part of that state championship run last year, but this season wrote its own script, and these guys obviously were part of that last year, but they had to go do it again, and that sometimes is not as easy as it appears to go back to back. Take me through this season. Try to put it into a nutshell.
Having that experience and going through what we went through last year, not having Canyon and Jays and Zach, and Logan this year, losing those guys was a big part, because they were such a pivotal, senior class that did so well for us in the playoffs. But I think just the experience, not to feel overwhelmed. Coach Staley, on our staff did a really good job at preparing these guys to try to make sure that they were in the moment. And there was one thing that we were focusing on, and that was more about our breathing than anything else. But I think it was just learning how to deal with some adversity and going through what we went through last year. And it was like there was for us to lose that first game of the tournament was exactly what we needed to kind of kickstart us. So I just think that the boys grew up a lot. You know, we did so many things as a team this year. You know, we did things like the staying games. We did some lunches. We did some things where just the boys just kind of just came together. So I think it was just collectively a really good group of young men. And that, you know, the story, you know, that we went through and everything was well scripted. So.
Coach, can you stick around for a minute, or do you got to get back to class? Coach joining us on the phone.
No.
We got the players in the studio here. I want to get to the players. All right, we'll circle back to Coach in just a minute. And, Javen, you just heard Coach talk about that Monday loss. It was just what you guys needed. From a player's perspective, was that kind of like that wake-up call? What were you guys talking about when you got back to the team hotel Monday night?
You know, I don't know if we really talked about it, like Abbott said. It kind of just had to take it in. And, you know, we had to come back on Tuesday and just play harder than we've ever played in our lives. And like Boyer said after that loss, you know, he talked about at Dixie State when they had that first-round loss, they had to come back through the losers bracket. That was the funnest week of baseball they've ever played, and he wasn't kidding. That was probably the funnest week of baseball I think I've ever had. I think that's what we needed.
You get 2 wins. Bo gets 2 wins. The lefties, man, the 1-2 punch. You guys were on point in both your starts during the state tournament, and you're going to play next level college baseball. Bo, you're going to play next level college baseball, and I think you guys showcased why up there at BYU and UVU this week. Javen, take me through your 2 starts. I mean, you guys, when you started on Tuesday, I mean, you guys are facing elimination, and obviously you brought your best stuff.
Yeah, you know, you can't really treat any game differently. It's all the same. Obviously, it's different levels of, you know, stress if you feel that, but you got to go in and compete no matter what. And I'm ready to compete for all my guys. So,
of course, then Friday night, Javen comes out dealing. They win 9-2, and then Bo, the stage was set for you on Saturday. You were in that same position at Bruce Hurst Field a year ago on a Saturday in a noon game. And it was the same result, man. You throw a no-hitter through 4 2/3, and man, Coach was telling me about your breaking ball. You've been working on that with Coach Gargano a little bit lately, and it seemed like you had all 4 of your pitches just dialed in Saturday.
Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty fastball dominant, especially with my catcher right there. I think he can agree that I mainly get fastballs, but as you know, the other teams have started to get better at hitting, I've kind of started to realize that I got to have my secondary stuff. So I've been working on that pretty hard and been using that a little more, and it's gone pretty effective, especially Saturday.
Let's bring in Breck Starley, the catcher. Maynard catches and you catch. Do you have a preference, Brex? I mean, you know everybody on the staff, but from a catcher's perspective, take me through the pitchers and the season they had culminating with the state championship.
I mean, I wouldn't really say I have a preference. I mean, they're all dogs. I mean, it's easy to catch all of them when they've worked for where they are right now. I mean, obviously, I've been catching Javen for the past 4 or 5 years now, but I mean, I love catching all of them. They're all different. They all have their own stuff, and they're all really effective. So I'm just lucky enough to be here and catch them all.
All right, well, we got Brex. We've got this queued up. This is one of the 2 home runs in the best-of-3 championship series. Brex, after we play this clip, I want you to take me through this AB.
Bo Sampson, you got to just give him credit.
Oh, here we go, Starley.
This one is going to go back and fly out of the yard, up on the berm. Another home run, his 9th of the season. Bye-bye baseball.
2nd of the tournament over here at UCCU.
Now, that one didn't go as far as the one Friday night, but that was still a bomb. That was still probably 385, I would guess.
Boom.
The tip of the cap with the plate stomp there. As I mean, goodness gracious, Brex, you were seeing watermelons at the plate or what, buddy?
I mean, yeah, I was seeing it well. We saw goats the night before, too, and I had a good at-bat. I think I hit a 3-2 fastball after battling off a couple good pitches, but I kind of knew a curveball was coming right there, so I just sat on it and hit it.
Bye-bye baseball. Too big. Let's bring back in Coach Abbott. Your thoughts on those 2 bombs Brex hit Friday and Saturday, Coach?
You know, it's kind of been like that all season. You know, even a swing and miss. It was like the coaching staff would kind of look at each other like, oh man, that was pretty close. He was a couple inches away from hitting that one 400 feet. So and it doesn't surprise me. His approach this year was phenomenal. Had a great season offensively. I think the thing that kind of set Brex apart was realizing that the simplicity in his swing is what works the best. We did a lot of two-strike approach stuff with Coach Boyer and Coach Yak throughout the season, and he just did a really good job at simplifying that swing and not trying to do too much at the plate, letting the pitcher do his thing, and he goes up there. I mean, he's a special talent. He works hard. I've seen that for, I guess, 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
So I wasn't surprised at how well of a season he did, and to get those two home runs in back-to-back games. I think everybody expected Brex to do what he did, so really proud of him.
Brex Starley with the long ball, not once but twice, as Crimson is your state champs. We got a couple other players we want to get to, but Brex, before I end with you, man, I saw your dad and your mom and your brother. I mean, they had to love watching you play, and kind of a family affair up there for the Starleys.
Yeah, I mean, they're always there. I don't know if you saw my mom after every home run, but she just goes crazy. They're my number one fans. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better family. And my brother, obviously, you've covered him over the past few years.
Yeah,
he's been a real role model to me. I mean, I idolize him. He didn't have the greatest high school career, but his resilience and his work ethic, I mean, I got it all from him. I mean, he's the best older brother I could ask for.
Let's bring in Petey Soto Jr., and then we'll get Jager Baldwin on a microphone here. The state championship back to the field house, to the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs for the second consecutive year. Petey, what's good, man? How's it feel? State champs, not once but twice in a row.
Yeah, I feel good right now.
Yeah, and I feel good watching you at shortstop, man. You were one of the smoothest shortstops I have ever seen in 20-plus years of calling radio games here in Southern Utah. And I can't wait. I'm kind of lucky. I get to stick around and watch you play at Bruce Hurst Field for Coach Payton Hour.
That's really fun.
Take me through this state tournament from your perspective, man. You were hitting, you were fielding it, you were rolling up double plays, man. And how much fun did you have winning another one with your buddies?
Oh, my God. That week was probably the funnest week I've ever had. I had the most ground balls I've ever gotten. I swear, like every inning I got a ground ball at least.
And Javen and Bo were fine with that, right, Javen? You were fine letting Petey serve up a couple 5-4-3s?
Whenever it's hit to him, I'm not stressing. I know he's got it covered over there. Man, that turf is amazing, too.
True hops, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you can't make an error.
Coming in and closing the door.
Hey, Petey, I'm curious, what was it like? You guys didn't have Trey Evans all season long. That dang hammy kept, just bugging him, and it was lingering. And then all of a sudden you get Trey back for the state tournament. How big of a boost was that for you and your teammates?
It was a big boost because he's a big bat in the lineup. So having him in the lineup really nice. Brought me back to last year when he was raking.
I love it. Petey Soto Jr. What was the first thing you did after you won the state championship, man? What was the one thing that you enjoyed the most over the weekend after the game was done? Was it the bus ride home? Was it, going out with family? What was the best part?
Probably seeing my mom, her big smile on her face after winning state again back to back.
Did she get a tear? Did she shed a
Oh
tear?
yeah, she was crying. She was making me cry too.
I love it. Petey Soto Jr. here. And Jager Baldwin. Jager, get up to the mic, man. I mean, holy cow. You're running into the wall, diving into bases, diving catches, and with one bum shoulder, you were just continuing to find that 5-6 hole through the left side. What a state tournament, buddy. How you feeling on a Monday?
I feel great, man. I knew that when I had the bum shoulder, I knew that I didn't have enough power to get it past the outfielder, so I just had to find holes.
And you did. How's the shoulder feeling today?
It's actually gotten a ton better since Monday. I can finally kind of move it a lot more, but not to full range of motion yet.
Okay, now we had reports that your dad went to IFA to get you some kind of voodoo tiger muscle horse balm or something. I don't know what the heck it was. Is that true?
Yeah, it is true. It's like this stuff, like cream they put on horses and stuff that numbs you, and it smells so bad.
But it worked.
It worked, yeah.
It got you through the state tournament. Favorite moment for you? Was there one play, one moment with your buddies? What was your favorite moment? I mean, I know it's fresh. It just happened, but what comes to the top of the mind?
Either dogpiling or that diving catch I made against Dixie.
The Superman?
Yes.
Yeah, that catch was sensational. We needed to get that on Sports Center Top 10, right, Javen? Wasn't that a Sports Center Top 10 material?
I'd say it's a top 1, top 10 right there.
Yeah. Jager Baldwin, Petey Soto, Brexton Starley, Bo Sampson, and Javen Ross all in studio. Coaches, you're sitting here listening to these kids talk about the championship. I mean, you got to be super proud of these boys.
Yeah, there's, I guess, my 2 years at Clearfield, being a head coach up there and being here for 4 years, this is definitely a special group. I know that, coaches around the state and coaches around the country always have that group where they're like, man, it's just, we're going to miss those guys. And I can't, and I can say that right now. I'm going to miss these seniors so much. And it's up and down the board. It starts with PD and it's all the way down to, even some seniors that didn't get so much playing time, like guys like A.J. Johnson. Dude, I can't say enough about that guy, and I know those guys sitting in your studio right now are gonna miss AJ. He was just such a good teammate. You talk about Brecken Smith, you talk about Fox Chalice, Dean Barrett. All of those guys just they had their part, and super proud of these seniors, man. And it's a good group. And I hope I get a chance in my coaching career to coach another group like this. And super proud of these guys.
Justin Abbott skipper, back-to-back state championships. And Bo, Coach told me about the 10th man, man. What's it like? I mean, when you're not pitching, you're in that dugout. What's that 10th man like in that dugout? You guys are – I can't hear you up in the booth through my headset, but I know the crowd can hear you. You guys are kind of that extra person out there on the field.
I mean, there's a lot of things that go on in the dugout, especially pregame with going into that tunnel and shotgunning a thing of Monster and everyone going crazy. And then every time we score a run, we have this little toy horse that people ride throughout the dugout once we score, like we're riding a Mustang. It's a lot of fun. But, man, am I stressed during those innings. If you can ask any of these guys, I am walking back and forth at the bottom of the dugout the entire game, pacing the entire game.
Javen, you're going to have to teach him about the perfect sit. Calm him down.
You know what? I'm not much of a sitter myself. I'm at the top step yelling. I'm out there grabbing bats and stuff. Even when I'm pitching, I'm just backing up my dogs, just having fun out there.
Javen, you're going to play college baseball at Salt Lake Community College?
Yes, sir.
And, Bo, you're going to Slick, too. And so is Jager. You guys continue to be teammates. Jager, what's that going to be like going to the next level with a couple of your buddies?
It's awesome, man. Like, not a lot of people get to play with their teammates from high school, and I get the chance to do that. It's awesome.
Yeah, was that just you guys plan that, Javen? You guys all get together and say, hey, if they all offer, let's all go?
Me and Bo, we committed on the same day, and Jager not too long after. So I think I'm pretty fortunate to have these two guys as my future teammates. It's going to be a blast.
I know you guys had to have had some other options, right? But was it JUCO so you could showcase and then maybe have some more Division I options? Was that kind of the plan for you, Javen?
It is, and Slick does a really good job at getting their guys to the next level.
Bo, what about the thought process for you? Your thoughts on playing with your teammates up there for Coach D.G. Nelson?
I think it's going to be way sick. I think a lot of people don't understand the JUCO route for college because I feel like everyone's just big. Let's go D1, blah, blah, blah. So, but yeah, Slick's headed to the JUCO World Series. They're really good, and they help you get to the next level. So
yeah, I love it. Of course, Brex, you're going to the Evil Empire, although we were pushing on the broadcast that UVU should maybe offer you because you like that yard. You hit 2 bombs out of that yard this week. But tell everybody a little bit about the decision to go play up there at College of Southern Idaho.
So Cole DeCastro is also going there, and he's one of my best friends. And obviously, I didn't choose to go there to be rivals against some of my best friends. But, it was – I actually didn't have any other offers, and CSI was the first school to, show that they actually cared and wanted me. So that was big to me, and it felt like a family up there. So that's why I chose to go there.
Yeah, and Petey, you're going to play for Coach Fate here at Utah Tech. Give us a couple thoughts on that, man. You get to stay here. Mom gets to come watch you every single night you're at home at Brucehurst Field.
All my family get to come watch me play here in St. George. Stay close to home. The program there is just amazing. Fate's a cool guy. And Bobby. Love Bobby.
Shout out to Bobby. I love it. Petey Soto Jr., Rex Starley, Bo Sampson, Jager Baldwin, Javen Ross, and Coach Abbott. The champs 2022 and 2023 back to back. Coach, thanks for letting the guys come into the studio. Wish you were here in studio with us, but I know you got to catch up on some schoolwork, man. And congratulations once again on the new baby boy that's on the way.
Hey, thanks, Dev. I appreciate you for having us.
All right.
Thanks for being with us throughout the season too. Appreciate all the support and all you do for Southern Utah sports and this region, man.
Love it.
And ask for a better dude to be on the radio, man.
Love it. Thanks, Coach. Guys, thanks for coming in. Now get to class. Wait, you guys are done with class.
Oh, we're done.
Go plan your graduation senior trip. Get out of here. Enjoy the championship. The Crimson Cliffs Mustangs, state champs again. We'll take the break. We'll be right back.
If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The